water sports to NASA Dua.
Hi,
Good morning, Dipti ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, everyone.
Good
Very good
ma'am.
morning. So happy to see everyone.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning,
ma'am.
Good
Good
morning. Very good morning. I'm yet to make the host.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good morning. So Reena is reading today. Reena and Antim.
Yes, ma'am. Very good morning.
Yes, very good morning. Okay. Oh yes, Sarita ji must be in Bali.
Yes, ma'am. मैम आपने अभी तक बनाया नहीं है co-host.
मैंने एक बना दिया है, एक को अभी बना
Yes,
दिया है.
बना दिया मैम. Thank you, ma'am, so much.
Yeah. Thank you. So everything is on, the recording is on, the YouTube is
Yes,
going on
ma'am.
live. Yes.
Everything, ma'am.
And the postmail
Ma'am.
also settled.
Ma'am, see the bright
Everything is
sunrise and the beautiful villa.
Sun. Okay, yeah, I can see now. Okay.
It's
What
very
part
nice.
of Bali are you staying in?
Kangu.
Acha, Kangu only.
Yeah.
So
And
that
today,
and Seminyak, both of them are very close together.
Very
It's an
yeah, and
extension.
tomorrow we are
Yeah.
shifting to Ubud for 2
Okay.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ubud is like more hilly and more serene, pristine.
Serene, yeah.
Yeah, and more green.
Yeah, and today to NASA Dua for water sports.
Yeah. Enjoy, have a blast, and keep sending us pictures.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Good
you.
morning, ji sabko. Good morning.
Okay, so we come to what we have to study today, which is the magnificent outcome. I think again, very highly used practice by all of us. Magnificent outcome is that deciding the outcome beforehand, because हमेशा कुछ भी हमको करना होता है तो ये होता है पता नहीं कैसा होगा कि नहीं होगा, कर पाएंगे कि नहीं कर पाएंगे, उसका ऐसा बिहेवियर है, गवर्नमेंट के काम कभी भी टाइम पे नहीं होते, लोन अप्रूवल कराना है कैसे हो पाएगा, एक हफ्ता तो लग ही जाता है. So now we are putting all that doubt या uncertainty जो होती है उसको एक तरफ and decide the beautiful outcome. और इस तरह से अगर चलते रहेंगे तो वैसे ही ड्रीम्स फुलफिल हो जाएंगी ना, because life will become so beautiful that हम हमेशा कुछ जोन में रहेंगे. मतलब ये जो सारी प्रैक्टिसेस हम कर रहे हैं 22 चैप्टर तक कल तक, ये सारी जो प्रैक्टिसेस हैं they are all getting us closer to our dream life, getting us closer to what we want. By keeping us in a good frequency, isn't it? Like अगर कुछ भी ऐसा अगर आज होता है, सपोज अगर मैं अपनी ड्रीम लाइफ लीड कर रही हूँ, तो अगर मेरे आज के ही विशेस फुलफिल नहीं हो रहे छोटे छोटे से, जैसे मैं कुछ काम कर रही हूँ और वो उसका आउटकम अच्छा नहीं है, या मुझे कहीं पे सेमिनार लेना है, अगर वो ठीक से नहीं हुआ, उसके बाद मुझे कहीं और एयरपोर्ट जाना है, वहां के लिए मैं लेट ही होती जा रही हूँ और कुछ ना कुछ एंग्जाइटी चलती जा रही है, फिर मेरा कोई काम हुआ वो भी मेरा पूरा नहीं हो रहा, तो ऐसे में हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी पूरी टाइम लो रहेगी ना. तो ये जो सारी एक्सरसाइजेस दैट वी आर डूइंग टिल चैप्टर नंबर 23, वी आर एक्चुअली डूइंग टू बी इन अ वेरी गुड जोन, बिकॉज हम अपना आउटकम खुद डिसाइड करना सीखेंगे. सो वी विल लर्न टू बी ऑन द ड्राइवर सीट ऑफ अ कार ऑल द टाइम. Okay, so that this becomes a habit for us. और नहीं बार बार गिरे कि ठीक है ये काम भी नहीं हुआ या वो काम भी नहीं हुआ. So this is what this chapter is all about, that इसमें हम अपना आउटकम हम डिसाइड करेंगे. मेरी जिंदगी है ना, मैं काम कर रही हूँ और मैं कोई काम करने जा रही हूँ, या मुझे कुछ सेमिनार लेना है, या मुझे कोई जूम कॉल लेनी है, या मुझे कोई किताब पढ़नी है, तो मैं डिसाइड करूंगी. अगर मुझे शॉपिंग करने जाना है, मे बी अपने लिए कोई शू आउटफिट या बैग लेना है, तो मैं डिसाइड करूंगी कि उसका रिजल्ट कैसा है. So that is what this chapter. So everything is in your hands, and we sometimes lose the sense of power and the sense of control that we have, because the human mind is again and again gravitating towards the negative side, and that is not something that we want. We don't want. So ये छोटी छोटी जो practices है, even if it is like like ये वाला जो chapter है या to do list है, so all these little things and practices that we do, they actually become a being, and then हम इनकी वजह से, अगर मेरे 5 काम है आज, मुझे 5 सिग्निफिकेंट चीजें करनी है, तो अगर वो पांचों की पांचों अमेजिंग होगी, अपने आप मुझे ये पता लगेगा that I am in charge of my life and nobody is. So even if it is my conversation with the other person, I decide the content and quality and the outcome of that conversation. Nobody is going to decide for me. I will not give that power to someone else. I will decide. that what kind of conversation I'm having with the other person, what kind of a time will I spend with the other person. If I'm writing a book, मेरा जो chapter है, मैं किस तरह से उसको लिखूंगी कि वो इतना empowering हो लोगों के लिए कि it really reaches and touches the heart of everyone who's reading my book. So I decide if I'm going to the bank to work for whatever work it is. Okay, so I will decide that what kind of an outcome मेरे उस बैंक के काम का outcome क्या होगा. ठीक है, अगर मैं अपना कोई हॉलिडे पैकेज बुक कर रही हूँ तो मैं डिसाइड करूंगी कि मुझे मुझे अपने होटल, जिस भी होटल में मुझे रुकना है, उसका अमेजिंग टैरिफ होगा, उसमें सर्विसेज एक्स्ट्रा होंगी, माय क्वालिटी ऑफ द स्टे विल बी अमेजिंग, आई विल बी ट्रीटेड लाइक अ क्वीन और किंग और व्हाटएवर इट इज. हम डिसाइड करेंगे, सब कुछ हमारे हाथ में होता है. ठीक है, और इन प्रैक्टिसेस करने से हमारे सबकॉन्शियस को भी प्रैक्टिस हो जाती है दैट दिस पर्सन इज यूजिंग the law of attraction and gratitude to answer the small little things in our day. So that's what magnificent outcome is all about. So basically it is, अगर आप लोगों ने अब्राहम हिक्स की किताबें पढ़ रही हैं, उसमें सेगमेंट इंटेंशन बोलते हैं इसको. मतलब आप दिन में कई बार अलग अलग सेगमेंट्स होते हैं, तो ये जो भी सेगमेंट में आप एंटर हो रहे हो, मे बी आपको बनाना है बिरयानी. ओके, सो आपका सेगमेंट है कि अभी बिरयानी कुक करनी है, तो आप यू आर एंटरिंग इनटू दैट. जैसे इस इलस्ट्रेशन में हम देख रहे हैं स्क्रीन के ऊपर, दैट आप एंटर कर रहे हो उस सेगमेंट में, मतलब आप बिरयानी बनाने जा रहे हो या आपको थाई करी बनानी है. सो यू जस्ट एंटरिंग इनटू दैट सेगमेंट ऑफ मेकिंग कुकिंग समथिंग रियली नाइस फॉर द फैमिली और वट एवर इट इज. ठीक है, सो दैट मीन्स आप पहले से ही डिसाइड कर लो दैट थैंक यू यूनिवर्स फॉर दिस, और आई एम सो grateful to the best biryani I've ever made and everyone loved it. Okay, so this is how we decide the outcome पहले से ही, as if वो already हो चुका है. तो इसमें छोटी, even if it is a doctor's appointment, decide कर लो that it was the best appointment I've ever had, So my number actually flashed in immediately. My name was called immediately. So you didn't even need to sit in a queue, because you had already decided. आपने अपने subconscious में feeding डाल दी थी, तो जो feed करोगे वो picture चलेगी ना. सो जो फीड पहले से ही कर देते हैं, तो इस तरह से तो हम पढ़ते हैं इस ब्यूटीफुल चैप्टर को. एंड रीना, यस प्लीज रीड फॉर अस.
Day 21, magnificent outcomes. You say grace before meals, all right, but I say grace before the concert and the opera, and grace before the play and pantomime, and grace before I open a book, and grace before sketching, painting, swimming, fencing, boxing, walking, playing, dancing, and grace before I dip the pen in the ink. G.K. Chesterton, writer. We all want good outcomes to everything we do. In giving thanks before we perform an action, the writer Gilbert K. Chesterton used the magic of gratitude to guarantee the outcome he wanted. You will have had times when you thought to yourself, I hope this goes well, or I hope this turns out okay, or I'm going to need a lot of luck. All these thoughts are hoping for a good outcome to a situation. But life doesn't happen by chance or because of a stroke of luck. The laws of the universe operate mathematically to the finest possible degree. That is something you can count on. A pilot doesn't hope that the laws of physics will keep working during his flight because he knows the laws of physics will never fail. You don't go into your day and hope that the law of gravity will keep you on the ground so you don't float off into space. You know there is no chance to play. There is no chance at play, and gravity's law will never fail. If you want magnificent outcomes to everything you do, then you have to use the law that governs outcomes, the law of attraction. That means you have to use your thoughts and feelings to attract magnificent outcomes to you. And grateful for magnificent outcomes is one of the simplest
कैसा बाहर
ways to
करनी
do
है
it. The magnificent outcomes practice is being grateful before you do something you want to go well. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to the work meeting, job interview, or exam. The magnificent outcome to the sports game, phone call, catch up with a friend, or seeing your mother in law. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to your exercise routine, your pet's vet appointment, or your medical or dental checkup. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome when an electrician, plumber, or any trade person is addressing a problem in your home. The magnificent outcome to a family outing, conversation with your child about their behavior, or heart to heart with your partner. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to a purchase you will be making, such as a birthday gift, engagement ring, or wedding dress, or the magnificent outcome to choosing a new cell phone, new carpet, drapes, or renovation company. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome for a reservation at a restaurant or great seats for a concert. The magnificent outcome to your daily mail, your daily emails, or your tax refund for the year. If it helps you to believe in the magical power of gratitude to create magnificent outcomes, you can wave your fingers through the air and imagine you are sprinkling magic dust over the event you want to turn out magnificently. Another time to use gratitude for magnificent outcomes is when something unexpected happens during your day. When something unexpected happens, very often we can jump to conclusions and immediately think there is something wrong. For example, you arrive at work and are told that the boss wants to see you right away. The problem with jumping to conclusions and thinking there is something wrong is that the law of attraction says that what you think and feel, you will attract to you. So instead of jumping to conclusions and thinking you might be in trouble, take the opportunity to make the magic happen by being grateful for a magnificent outcome. If you miss your bus or train on your way to work, or miss a flight, or are unexpectedly delayed, instead of thinking this is bad, be grateful for the magnificent outcome so that you put the magic into motion to receive a magnificent outcome. If you are a parent and you are asked to attend an unexpected meeting at school about your child, instead of thinking there is a problem, be grateful for the magnificent outcome. If you receive an unexpected phone call, email, or letter, and the thought flashes into your mind, I wonder what is wrong. Immediately be grateful for the magnificent outcome before you pick up the call or open the email or letter. Most of the time, you will see and experience the magnificent outcome you asked for, and occasionally you won't even know how you benefited from an unexpected event. But when you ask for a magnificent outcome and feel sincerely grateful for it, you are using the mathematical law of attraction and you must receive a magnificent outcome back somewhere at some time. Guaranteed. Whenever you find yourself thinking there is a chance at play with something in your life, or thinking you have no control over something, or when you find yourself hoping something will turn out well, remember that there is no chance for the law of attraction. You will get what you are thinking and feeling. Gratitude helps protect you from attracting what you don't want, bad outcomes, and it ensures you get what you do want, magnificent outcomes. When you are grateful for magnificent outcomes, you are using universal law and changing hopes and chance into faith and certainty. When gratitude becomes a way of life, you automatically go into everything you do with gratitude, knowing that the magic of gratitude will produce a magnificent outcome. The more you practice magnificent outcomes and make it a daily habit, the more magnificent outcomes you will attract into your life. Less and less you will find yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. You won't find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. And no matter what happens in your day, you will know with absolute certainty that the outcome will be magnificent. At the beginning of today, choose three separate situations where you would like magnificent outcomes. You can choose three things that are important to you in your lives currently, such as a job interview coming up, an application for a loan, an exam, or a doctor's appointment. You can also start by selecting three things that are normally humdrum activities for you. Because when the magic happens to those humdrum activities, you will be really convinced that you attracted the magnificent outcome. For example, you could choose your drive to work, doing the ironing, going to the bank or post office, picking up the kids, paying the bills, or collecting the mail. Make a written list of the three situations you have chosen for magnificent outcomes. Use gratitude's magical power. And as you write each one, imagine that you are writing about each one after it has happened. Thank you for the magnificent outcome. 2 dash. What the second step of this magical practice, you are going to choose three unexpected things that arise today and use the magical power of gratitude for their magnificent outcomes as well. You could do this practice before you take three phone calls or before you open three emails or three letters in the mail before you do an unexpected errand or anything else unexpected that comes up in the day. This part of the practice is not so much about what unexpected events you choose as it is about you practicing gratitude for magnificent outcomes on the little unexpected things. Each time an unexpected event arises, close your eyes briefly if you can and mentally say and feel the magic words. Thank you for the magnificent outcome to dash. You can't do this magical practice too much because the more you practice it, the more magnificent outcomes you will have in your life as a matter of course. But practicing it today will get you into the idea of it. And in the future, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you are hoping for a good outcome or thinking you need luck, you will immediately turn to the magical power of gratitude and make magnificent outcomes a certainty in your life. Magic practice number 21. Magnificent outcomes. Number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list and at the end of each blessing say thank you, thank you, thank you and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, at the beginning of the day, choose 3 things or situations that are important to you, where you want magnificent outcomes. Number 3, list your 3 things and write each one as though you are writing after it has happened. Thank you for the magnificent outcome 2 dash. Number 4, as you go through your day, choose 3 unexpected events that come up in your day where you can be grateful for a magnificent outcome. Each time, close your eyes and mentally say and feel, thank you for the magnificent outcome 2 dash. Practice number 5. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Yeah, thank you, Reena, for reading so beautifully, loud and clear. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
we
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and such a nice, beautiful chapter because like every day, मतलब this is not that आज ये chapter कर लिया है because रोज कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा होता है that we want a magnificent outcome. कभी हम डिनर के लिए जा रहे होते हैं, कभी हम स्पोर्ट्स गेम देखने जा रहे होते हैं, कभी हम शॉपिंग करने जा रहे होते हैं, कभी ऑफिस में कोई इंपॉर्टेंट मीटिंग होती है, कभी पार्टी में जा रहे होते हैं, कभी में भी वी आर ऑन ट्रैवल. So whatever it is, like daily जो chores होते हैं, it is just like cooking, maybe someone's coming home और आपको कुछ डिफरेंट बनाना है या फिर मे बी वैसे ही दही बड़ास बनाना है ना, जस्ट लाइक दैट देयर इज नो इवेंट बट यू जस्ट वांट टू मेक दैट और यू वांट टू बेक अ केक और यू गोइंग आउट फॉर अ कॉफी विद योर फ्रेंड. सो व्हाटएवर इट इज, अगर हम रोज 3 आउटकम अगर ऐसे सोच लें कि आज क्या होने वाला है, आज मेरे लिए कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट वो 3 चीजें हैं विच where I will decide the result of that already. Okay, so subconscious mind, when you do any practices consistently, the subconscious mind starts getting wired like that. जो हमने शायद कल ब्रेकिंग द हैबिट जो प्रिया ने किया होगा, ब्रेकिंग द हैबिट ऑफ बीइंग योरसेल्फ, उसमें भी यही था ना दैट हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड वायर होने लग जाता है कोई स्पेसिफिक थॉट पैटर्न्स के लिए और वो इंटेंसिफाई होता जाता है धीरे धीरे करके, like it gets more stronger and it gets more cemented into the subconscious mind. So now when you are deciding the success of any outcome, I'm deciding the success of any event that you have during the day, कोई भी चीज है अगर आज उसका आपने सक्सेस ऑलरेडी डिसाइड कर लिया है, which means that now your subconscious mind has started believing about that how to give success to this person. Because subconscious mind is always noticing, writing down the things of what we are putting into the brain. So अगर हम रोज ऐसे डिसाइड करेंगे that thank you for the magnificent outcome to the most amazing, like lunch I've had. So suppose you're going out for lunch. So you are in that habit of deciding every day. Now it will become a good loop. So there is a good loop, there is a bad loop. है ना. बैड लूप तब होगा अगर जैसे कल वाली सेशन में हमने ब्रेकिंग द हैबिट में पढ़ा था फीलिंग गिल्टी अबाउट समथिंग. सो यू से इफ यू रिमेंबर इट वाज अबाउट 2-3 महीने पहले शायद मैंने आपको बताया था समटाइम इन द मंथ ऑफ मे दैट वेयर पीपल, देयर आर मेनी पीपल हु आर लाइक ओ आई एम सो सॉरी फॉर दिस, ओ सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, ओ सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी. दैट मीन्स यू आर लिविंग इन द गिल्टी लूप दैट अच्छा मैंने ये बोल दिया, मैं बिना सोचे समझे बोल देती हूँ और फिर बाद में मैं सॉरी 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 करती हूँ. ठीक है, या करता हूं, इट कुड बी एनी विच वे. सो देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल हु आर कॉन्स्टेंटली apologizing. So we don't need to apologize, except that the human mind is conditioned to make mistakes and mistakes have happened. We realize it, है ना, because we've been in this journey for such a long time. So all the time we don't need to apologize because that gets wired and you're making more mistakes. You're apologizing again. You're making more mistakes. You apologize again. So that's a bad loop. Now, the good loop is going to be that you know your power and you know whenever anything goes wrong in your environment या आपकी लाइफ में कोई भी चीज गड़बड़ हो जाती है, you know that I have the power to change the energy into this and to reverse the bad loop into a good loop, है ना? Then that also gets cemented. So why not adapt the practices, adapt to the practices that puts us in a good loop, विच इज अ गुड थिंग. नहीं तो वो हैमस्टर व्हील की तरह हम गड़बड़ 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 वो चलता ही जाएगा. है ना, क्योंकि लाइफ इज रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू अस, लाइफ इज नॉट हैपनिंग टू अस, है ना। टोनी रॉबिन्स ये बोलते हैं, ऑल दोज पीपल हु लिसन टू हिम ऑन द यूट्यूब, that life is always responding to us. Life is not happening to us. It's responding to our thoughts and feelings. So यहाँ पे जो भी हमको दिन में जो भी छोटी चीजें करनी है, बड़ी चीजें करनी है, वेकेशन प्लान करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है, हम डिसाइड करेंगे कि उसका आउटकम कैसे होगा। ठीक है, लेकिन ये करने वाली है, आज लिखने वाली की प्रैक्टिस है, मतलब यू हैव टू राइट एंड डू इट। लिख के करना है आपको, 3 इवेंट्स ऐसे चूज करने हैं जो आज होने वाले हैं और उसका आउटकम डिसाइड करना है। बट देन इसके साथ में इसमें एक लाइन और लिखी हुई है, दैट द आउटकम विल डिपेंड अपॉन योर थॉट्स एंड फीलिंग्स। सो द आउटकम विल डिपेंड ऑन योर थॉट्स एंड फीलिंग्स। सो अगर आपने लिखा लेकिन थॉट्स, वर्ड्स एंड एक्शन अगर सिंक में नहीं है, तो फिर हमारा रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा उस हिसाब से। तो थॉट्स, वर्ड्स एंड एक्शंस को सिंक में होना है। जैसे अगर मैंने सोचा कि आज मैं जिम वर्कआउट करूंगी एंड आई डू अ वेरी गुड स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग बिकॉज फॉर अ व्हाइल आई हैव नॉट बीन वर्किंग आउट। सपोज अगर आपके दिमाग में ये है दैट मैं ठीक तरह से वर्कआउट नहीं कर रही हूँ, आज मैं बहुत अच्छे से करूंगी, तो ये आपने थॉट में सोच लिया। ठीक है, अब वर्ड्स, दिमाग में मेंटल चार्टर क्या लग रहा है कि अच्छा आज तो टाइम नहीं है, बॉडी बहुत लेजी हो रही है, ओहो आज तो मेरी डोमेस्टिक हेल्प अभी नहीं आ रही है, ये हो रहा है, आज टाइम इतना कम बचा हुआ है, आज मैं उठने में लेट हो गई, तो आज छोड़ देती हूँ फिर से। ठीक है, बिकॉज आप बहुत दिनों से छोड़ रहे थे, तो आपका सबकॉन्शियस में वो डोमिनेंट चीज हो जाती है। दैट सबकॉन्शियस नोज दैट ओ दिस गाय और दिस गर्ल स्किप्स द जिम एवरी सेकेंड डे, इज नॉट सिंसियर अबाउट द प्रैक्टिस, तो आपको कभी सिंसियर रिजल्ट्स नहीं मिलेंगे। मतलब सबकॉन्शियस रियलाइजेज it is very very diligent in giving us the outcome. So इसीलिए thoughts, words and action sync में होने चाहिए। So when you've thought that okay this is how I want to decide and this is what I'm going to do, that's thought, word दिमाग में चल रहा है, no let me just finish all my tasks, सब हो जाएगा बहुत आराम से, and you have decided at that moment that thank you for the magnificent outcome to the most amazing workout I had in the gym today. So thoughts हो गया, words हो गया, और action will be there because you will manage all that, जो भी if you want to set your kitchen in order, अब आपने वो कर लिया, now you have gone, you've stepped out to the gym. So you managed to do that because आपने उसका outcome decide कर लिया था. So ये बहुत जरूरी होता है, and this is where we go wrong sometimes. कभी कभी होता है ना, magnificent outcome ने decide किया but होता नहीं है, doesn't happen the way we think. Because our thoughts, words and actions are not in sync, they are not in rhythm. थॉट्स कुछ और चल रहे हैं, मुझे करना है, मुझे करना है। ठीक है, मतलब मैं तो अब जरूर करूंगी अपना वेट लॉस, मतलब बहुत आई हैव टू गेट बैक इनटू शेप एंड आई हैव टू कम इनटू दैट वेट एंड दिस एंड दैट। ठीक है, थॉट्स हो गया। वर्ड्स में क्या चल रहा है कि अच्छा ये मीठा है, आज खा लेती हूँ, कोई बात नहीं, बहुत सारा खाना है और आज तो वैसे भी ये वाला खाना बन रहा है और मेरे घर पे आई हैव दैट 1 kg ऑफ सच नाइस टेस्टी रस मलाई केप, तो मैं आज एक खा लेती हूँ, देख कल से पक्का करूंगी। So your subconscious mind does not take you seriously anymore. अब आप कल जब करोगे ना ये outcome, magical, magnificent outcome, so you may not be taken very seriously by your subconscious brain because you are breaking the promises to yourself every other day. Okay, so it's very important for us to come into that rhythm of streamlining the thoughts, words and actions. That is, अगर आपने कुछ बोला है that yes, thank you for the magnificent outcome to the most amazing time I had with so and so people. Suppose you're going to someone's house. अगर आपने पहले decide किया है thank you for the magnificent outcome to the most amazing time with so and so person. So now what will happen is that but you think that, oh, but then, I don't like that particular person. In the past, my experience has been. So there is a disconnect in your subconscious mind that, yeah, I'm thinking about the magnificent outcome कि मेरा उनके साथ बहुत गाला टाइम होगा, बड़े मजे, thank you so much that I had such a gala time, as if it's already happened. ऐसे ही हमें करना होता है, thank you for the most amazing time I had with the family, with that family, so and so, जिनके घर भी आप जा रहे हो. But you say that, oh God, but I don't like, like the wife or the husband or this or that or whatever. I'm not so comfortable, like I'm not. Suppose you have to go to your sister-in-law's house and you think that, oh, but I don't like my sister-in-law. Like she always ignores me and I don't like it. So now your thoughts, words and actions are not in rhythm. आपकी थॉट्स एंड फीलिंग्स कुछ और है, लेकिन आप मैग्निफिसेंट आउटकम लिखे जा रहे हो, तो फिर कैसे होगा वो पूरा, है ना? यू हैव टू स्टार्ट बिलीविंग. सो दिस इज व्हाट द डेप्थ ऑफ दिस प्रैक्टिस. ये प्रैक्टिस चैप्टर नंबर 5 पे भी तो आ सकती थी ना, क्योंकि ये तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है नहीं. इट्स नॉट साउंडिंग वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अस. मतलब इट्स नॉट साउंडिंग, if I am suppose flying back to Delhi today, which I am, so I will say that thank you for the magnificent outcome to the most amazing flying experience. Oh, but this airline, last time 2 बार ऐसी हो गई थी, it got delayed and this and that, और उसका खाना भी बहुत great नहीं होता हमेशा ऐसे. So now I have written that thank you for the magnificent outcome, the most amazing flying experience, and thank you that my flight was on time and blah blah blah. Okay, but in the mind I'm thinking something else because of the past programming. कि बिकॉज शायद इस पर्टिकुलर एयरलाइन के साथ मेरे कोई इश्यूज हुए होंगे. सो दिस इज हाउ इट एक्चुअली वर्क्स. ठीक है, तो अब मेरा कैसे होगा मैग्निफिसेंट आउटकम पूरा, है ना? क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में तो कुछ और चल रहा है. आई एम स्टिल बाउंड टू द पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस दैट हैड हैपेंड, व्हिच वाज नॉट अ प्लेजेंट वन, related to the same flying experience, related to this particular airline, whatever I'm flying. तो फिर कैसे होगा पूरा? तो इसीलिए ये प्रैक्टिस आपके 21st चैप्टर पे आई है. Because you've already scaled 20 of them, you've already done the heart magic yesterday. Heart magic is like a meditating on your dreams. That's what heart magic is. दिल पे हाथ रख के you feel the sensation that your dreams have already got achieved और आप उसको thank you बोल रहे हो. So heart and mind आपके सिंक में आ गए, है ना? उसके बाद ये प्रैक्टिस आई है, उसके पहले नहीं आई है. तो मेडिटेटिंग ऑन योर ड्रीम्स को भी इजी बताया है कंपेयर टू, बिकॉज ये डिफिकल्ट एंड डिफिकल्ट प्रैक्टिसेस होती जा रही हैं धीरे धीरे. तो इसीलिए मैग्निफिसेंट आउटकम के लिए हमको बहुत डिलिजेंटली, तो उसने जीके चेस्टरटन का जैसे शुरू में था, आई से ग्रेस बिफोर द मील, दैट मीन थैंक यू फॉर द वेरी नरिशिंग एंड एंजॉयबल मील टाइम दैट आई हैड, मील के लिए. देन ही सेज दैट बिफोर आई डिप द pen in the ink, that is before he starts writing anything. Now we don't have to dip the pen in the ink, but now we can do magnificent outcome for whatever content that we are writing. Suppose हम blogger हैं, या हमें कुछ लिखना है, हम कोई पैराग्राफ लिख रहे हैं, हम कोई किताब लिख रहे हैं, या कोई भी स्क्रिप्टिंग कर रहे हैं. स्क्रिप्टिंग भी, अगर जो स्क्रिप्टिंग होती है वो क्या होता है? मैग्निफिसेंट आउटकम ही तो होता है ना. जो स्क्रिप्टिंग हम लोग करते हैं, कुछ भी, किसी वेकेशन के पहले हम स्क्रिप्टिंग करते हैं, कुछ काम करने के पहले हम स्क्रिप्टिंग करते हैं, कोई मेजर टास्क होता है, सपोज द वेडिंग इन द फैमिली, लाइक योर डॉटर, योर सन इज गेटिंग मैरिड, तो हम अभी से स्क्रिप्टिंग ऐसे ही करते हैं ना. That thank you universe, the wedding went so beautifully, the food was amazing, and the whole family bonded together. It was so harmonious, everybody enjoyed every second of the wedding time, all the functions went on so smoothly. I'm amazed to see that life is so easy and effortless. Everything was smooth. The food came out, like the food was served on time at all times. Everyone loved the food. All the guests were so happy. People bonded so well. So we've done this kind of a scripting, right? Scripting is nothing but magnificent outcome. And magnificent is like, wow, phenomenal results. So deciding that phenomenal result, that incredible result that you're waiting to see ahead of time. Like अभी से आप लिख दो as if वो already हो चुका है, and feel in your heart. Use that heart magic practice to even do this. So put your right hand on your heart and say, thank you, universe, for the most amazing time I had with so and so. Or if you have to go somewhere and you have to look a certain way, so you can decide that also, that how you're looking for that event or wherever you went, maybe just a dinner or lunch, that I chose such a perfect dress. Everybody complimented me on the way I looked, and I carry myself so well. I'm amazed. Thank you. So this is what it is, that deciding and saying thank you and cap it up. जैसे कोई sentence भी लिखा है, thank you for the magnificent outcome. It's like you're putting a magic dance to gratitude on it. So you've capped it with a gratitude, है ना? And this is how it is that this is how you decide the outcome before time. Whatever, even if it's a sports game, you going shopping, you will see that अगर आप magnificent outcome करके shopping करने जाओगे ना, आपका इतना easy, effortless, and it will be like a miracle. जो चीज आपको चाहिए थी, आपका सीधे hand उसी पे जाएगा. So you are not struggling or asking the stop in charge and the salespeople that what do I need to pick up, वो वाला सेक्शन कहाँ है, वो वाले आउटफिट कहाँ पड़े हैं, वैसे वाले शूज चाहिए मुझे, वेजेस टाइप चाहिए, I want like something flip flops, or I want something like that. You don't need to do, you will not need to do that. You will not need to do that because you've already decided the outcome, that most joyful, fun, and easy shopping time. है ना? So you've already said that, and now you go, everything is going to turn out well. So this is how we actually, so before we go for any vacation, we already do the scripting. We already do the scripting before we've even left, right? And every day there also, when we are on the vacation, we're deciding the day, course of the day. So this is how it is. So feel it. It is not just about writing. This is what I'm trying to say, that in the thoughts and feelings also, you will have to rewire the subconscious mind, unhook from your past experiences and create a fresh new experience in your head also simultaneously. Because there are so many times when the past experience have not been according to the way we wanted them to be. You know, जैसे कोई भी एमसीडी का काम कराने जा रहे हो, तो अब सबको एक्सपीरियंस में वायर्ड है दैट एमसीडी का काम है, बड़े पैसे लेते हैं ये लोग, बड़ा ऐसा करते हैं, बहुत टाइम लगाते हैं, कोई भी ऐसी चीज होती है ना, फटाफट वो लॉजिकल एंड रीजनिंग ब्रेन हमारा इनटू एक्शन आ जाता है. सो उस ब्रेन को हटा दो. अभी लॉजिक्स एंड रीजन हमने करके देख लिए ना अपने सारे साल में, बहुत all these years that we've lived, we've been using a lot of logic and reasoning for everything. Oh, this is how it works, this is how it is. Okay, जब से हम इस world में हैं, we decide the outcome. So it is the world of magic, and you know, like just keep waiting for more and more magics and miracles to happen. So this is how it works. So ये magnificent outcome वाली practice. Now I'll just explain. हमको आज के दिन में कोई भी 3 events pick करने हैं. Okay, it can be as simple as wanting to watch a really nice movie. It can be as simple as that you're watching a really nice movie, wanting to watch a nice movie because you have that kind of a time. So then thank you for the magnificent outcome to the most amazing movie that I saw today. And I loved it. And it is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, now you have written this. Second could be that you're making whatever, you're making some curry, maybe a shahi paneer or something like that or whatever. So when you're making that shahi, thank you for the magnificent outcome to the tastiest whatever for you curry that you've ever made. And then third one could be whatever. So it could be as simple as that. Or if you're working professional, then it could be related to your work. It could be just be that I had the most amazing lunch with my office friends, co-workers, whatever. So that way. So thank you for the magnificent outcome to dash, 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 dash. You can elaborate it as much as you want to. Okay, whatever it is. If you want to decide the nitty-gritties of that event, you can do that as well. Okay, so the ball is always in your court. Always remember, the ball is never in someone else's court. And you have all the power to kind of pick it up and throw it in the direction you want to. सब इससे क्या होगा कि हमारा जो अनसर्टेनिटी, आई होप, आई रियली विश दिस हैपेंस, आई रियली वांट दैट टू हैपन, ये सारी चीजें आउट ऑफ द विंडो चली जाती है ना. विश, चांस, ये सब तो कोई, इट इज नॉट अ चांस एट प्ले एनीमोर. I mean, it's not, because you already decided the outcome and you felt it. Thoughts and feelings भी हैं साथ में. So you've already felt it, you've thought about it, you have written it. अब क्या डरना? अब just go ahead because the outcome is going to be better than you had imagined. Okay, so everything that I do exceeds my expectations. Well, you can keep using this statement that everything that I do, you know, everything is so beautiful that it always exceeds my expectations. So if you've expected, you know, like 8 on 10, you're going to get 10 on 10. It is like that. Koi exam dene ja rahe ho. So magnificent outcome to the most amazing time in the exam where I knew the answers of all the questions that had come. Simple. So this is how it works. So आज 3 हमको ऐसे events choose करने जो expected है, जो हमको already पता है ना? और 3 हमको choose करने जो unexpectedly कुछ हो जाता है ना कभी. Suddenly someone texts that I want to talk to you, please call when you're free, suppose. So ऐसे ये तो unexpected है, ये तो आपको नहीं पता था कि आपका ये वाला काम आज scheduled है. तो उसमें आप पहले unexpected के लिए भी कर लो. For a second closure, you don't have to write it. Unexpected के लिए you don't have to write because it's so unexpected, है ना? So you can just think in your mind. But thank you for the magnificent outcome to the most amazing phone call, which was so nice, conclusive, and fun. Bas, that is what. If there's a call from your child's school that please be there, you know, like for whatever reason. So एकदम से negative चीज आती है ना? तो एकदम से आप बोलो, thank you for the magnificent outcome to the great meeting I had with the school principal today. So simple. So you've already decided. So this is how to go along in the journey of life. So unwire everything which is related to the negative past experience is the only way to create the future experience. Okay, this we will have to do. Consistency will help you to do that. If the consistency in assignments and the study is not there of these books that we are studying, both of them, it's not just magic book here. It is also breaking the habit of being yourself, right? Before that, it was telepsychics. Before telepsychic is what create a visual hero. Before hero, it was create a visualization. So the second books are helping us to understand the science behind it in a more scientific manner, so that we develop the conviction of how we go about leading our life in every day and how we can control our thoughts. So this is what we need to. So आज के practices में in the morning, count my blessings, where we wake up and we count the 10 beautiful things which are there in our life. Okay, smallest thing it could be for the wall of my room, or if it is this hotel room where I am, to the television here, to the bathroom here, to the soaps and shampoos here, to whatever it is. It's about being in that energy of finding gratitude. Energy of gratitude, nahi, energy of finding gratitude. It's brain at work. So when we are in that zone, what you're grateful for is not that important than the energy of finding gratitude in anything and everything. That itself will start using the neural firing or make neural patterns very differently, because we have not been like that all our lives. Okay, so struggle to find gratitude. That's why I say that I try and find different ones. So struggle to find gratitude. After that, of course, जो second हमारी आज वाली practice है, 3 expected events आप अभी choose करो कि आज मेरे दिन में पूरे दिन भर में these are the 3 things जो होने वाला है, और उसके लिए write it, ये लिखने वाला practice है. ठीक है, write it. If you want, you can visualize the outcome as well. Just close your eyes for a second and think that it happened so amazingly well. Okay, after that, 3 unexpected events भी जो आते हैं उनके लिए भी use the power of gratitude. And then रात को magic rock practice. Struggle to find the good things. Scratch beneath the surface. You know, like there might be some things that you may have ignored because they don't seemingly appear very important to us. You know, like the lift comes the moment you land on the ground floor. The lift opens. You were walking in, someone's opened the door for you. These are very for granted kind of things that we don't take notice of. But छोटी छोटी चीजें भी, अगर ऐसी चीजें भी हम अगर रात को मैजिक रॉक में फाइंड कर रहे हैं ना, then you're scratching beneath the surface and finding out these little things. Now your subconscious mind will be wired in such a way that it will automatically gravitate towards progress, victory, excitement, love, joy, happiness, overwhelming happiness, you know, like all of that. So this is how we get wired. So consistency is the key. अगर आप consistent नहीं हो, तो please meditation करना शुरू करो. ठीक है, अगर consistency में ये है कि आप कोई टीवी प्रोग्राम देख रहे हो, देखते ही जा रहे हो, वेब सीरीज शुरू किया है, करते ही जा रहे हो, knowing that मुझे उठना है सुबह 5:30 बजे. So just sitting and idling the time and whiling away the time, you know, and not being able to gauge human mind. Human beings are the only ones who know right and wrong. No one else would know right and wrong. Okay, but if you're not using your brain to know what is right and what is wrong, like you know that you're binge watching something. जैसे कोई वेब सीरीज रिलीज होती है तो कभी कभी ऐसा होता है ना, 3 बजे तक वो हम देखते ही, there are 8 episodes, so we'll watch all 8 and sleep today. Now it's already 3 o'clock and then say, oh, I don't wake up in the morning. Why couldn't you wake up in the morning? Why couldn't you watch, you know, like one episode, which is generally 35 to 40 minutes of any web series? Watch that one. Look, be excited for the next day and then the next day. So this is like that. So if you prioritize, your subconscious mind is a very fast reader. Your prayers will not get answered even if you're doing all these practice, if you're not diligent with anything. Okay, subconscious mind knows. It will not take your dreams very seriously because you are also not taking your subconscious mind seriously, no? So this is how it gets wired. That's why sometimes the dream don't happen immediately, because we are frisky people, you know, not serious, not sincere. very frisky. So when you're frisky, you will not have your dreams answered because subconscious mind says that तो बहुत casual है यार, मतलब इसका क्या करना है, इसका ये वाला habit जब change हो जाएगा तब dream answer करेंगे, चलो वापस सो जाओ blanket ओढ़ के. So this is how it actually works. So we are a little more sincere, diligent. Are you seeing like in the sessions also we have repeated experiences coming from similar people, from same set of people, repeated experiences, sharing more experiences, sharing more experiences. Again, something comes, more experiences. Again, something happens, we get more experiences. Why does it happen like that? Because subconscious mind is not wired into sharing the experiences or feeling that experiences. I mean, like Sindhu for that matter. I mean, she's such a miracle girl. And every now and then there's something she's decided that what kind of a weather, what time clouds will come, what time it will stop raining, what kind of a weather, fog will come, bonfire करना है. अब बारिश हो रही तो bonfire कैसे होगी? But उन्होंने अपनी manifestation से बारिश रुकवा दी, bonfire कर दी, जहाँ पे bonfire का कुछ अता पता ही नहीं था. We can create those kind of situations. So we have to reach that level of sincerity in the practice where a subconscious knows that please take her seriously. She's very diligent with her practices. Okay, because it is very important for us to walk the talk. Okay, so we talk a lot, but walk the talk. That's very important. So this is all we have for today. Magnificent outcome. Now we go to the other book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. So Priya, you have given to me from where to read.
Yes, ma'am. We have to read from this point. Just go down, I guess. Thoda sa.
Yeah. This down or that down?
No, ma'am. Just up, like, ma'am.
Up now,
Scroll up.
way.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. More up, like, thoda sa
Ma'am,
or, ma'am.
because of your decision.
Because of your
decision. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So इसमें backdrop प्रिया आप समझाना चाहते हो जो कल पढ़ा था 2 मिनट में, exactly 2 मिनट में, because again ये बीच में से शुरू हो रहा है ना, it's not a fresh
Yeah.
topic.
Yes, ma'am. It was about कि when we develop a habit, when we are carrying out that guilt from our past, कोई भी जो guilt हम लोग carry out करते रहते हैं, we are carrying it forward. तो उससे क्या होता है? We are attracting more situations to be guilty about. So it was the backdrop is that whenever you are having those past programming of guilt. Suppose we are all making some mistakes. We are human beings. We make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. But when you are just thinking and drowning in those mistakes, so you do not get the time to breathe. Your subconscious mind also doesn't get the time to breathe and to act upon the other things in life. It will get habituated to those things, and your body chemicals are getting released in the manner that you will attract more situations to be like this. So your mind is getting all those signals, and your body is becoming that. Your identity is becoming the identity of a guilty person. So if you are guilty, you will attract those situations, and it will be difficult. Your body will not want to change. That's what you said, na ma'am, now. कि आपकी जो subconscious mind है, it won't take you seriously. It will say that he's a guilty person. Let him overcome everything. But I will not. Like, your body will not act according to your mind. If you're trying to, like, if you are trying also, अब कोई भी हम लोग habit develop करते हैं तो उसमें थोड़ा time लग जाता है. When you are waking up late in the morning, but you want to start, like, now you have realized. Just suppose that you have realized that I want to wake up early. This is beneficial for me. You will wake up one day, but again the resistance will come from the body. Body doesn't want to wake up. So you have to overcome that resistance. You have to continuously and consistently follow waking up early without giving a thought that I want to, like, you are used to that. Now you have to break that pattern. So this was this, ma'am. You have, in order to break that pattern, you have to exercise that particular habit for fewer more days so as to make it your permanent reality and identity. Yeah. Just like that.
And thank you so much. And everything starts with making a determination. Set an intention that this is who I want to be. This is the kind of a person I want. Or that, like each time when you fumble, when you're speaking, and there's so many times, no, when some of us may not be able to speak comfortably in public. नहीं बोला जाता है 500 लोगों के सामने, 500 तो छोड़ो, 50 लोगों के सामने भी नहीं बोला जाता है ना, फंबल करते हैं. तो फिर उसके बाद अब क्योंकि आपके पास्ट टू एक्सपीरियंसेस वर कि आप फंबल कर गए दोनों बार, अब आपके दिमाग में बाहर हो गया है वो वाला चीज, अब वो उसे अनहुक नहीं हो पाओगे आप ना, बिकॉज दिमाग में चल रहा है कि अरे मैं नहीं, आई कैन नॉट, दिस इज नॉट माई कप ऑफ टी. हैव यू हर्ड दिस सेंटेंस फ्रॉम सो मेनी पीपल? दिस इज नॉट माई कप ऑफ टी. बिकॉज इट इज वायर्ड इन द सबकॉन्शियस माइंड दैट मैं 100 लोगों के सामने नहीं बोल पाती, मेरा कम्युनिकेशन ऐसा नहीं है. बट एटलीस्ट मेक अ डिसीजन, नो. अदरवाइज उसी लूप में रहेंगे ना, बार 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 बार. So that has become a personality. Personality is nothing but personal reality. Now, personal reality has become that you are not able to speak in front of 100 people क्योंकि आपको confidence level low है or whatever. Or you say that नहीं नहीं मैं बहुत अच्छे से वैसे नहीं बोल पाती, मुझसे नहीं होगा. So you are in that negative loop and recreating more and more and more in your environment. जैसे इसमें guilty का example है, दैट बार बार हर चीज के लिए आई एम सो सॉरी, ओ गॉड दिस हैपेंड, आई एम सो सॉरी. कुछ और भी हो रहा है, आपकी गलती भी नहीं है, बट आई एम सो सॉरी, ऐसे हो गया. व्हाई? यू डोंट हैव टू बी. Don't lose yourself like that into these loops, unnecessarily. Every day is a fresh start. Every day make a beautiful, new and firm decision that from today, this is the kind of person I am going to do this. And stick to it. It is going to be very tough to get out of that comfort zone. It's not very easy. Changing behavior, personality patterns, traits, all this is not easy. Okay? But the moment you have made the decision and you have done it for 2-3 days, जैसे मैं बताया था ना कि मेरे गुरु बिश्नोई जी हमेशा ये बोलते थे कि दीप्ति आप कोई भी नई चीज कर रहे हो, आप लगातार नई नई चीजें करो, और अगर आपने 21 दिन उसको कर लिया ना, तो 22वें दिन वो चीज आपको बुलाएगी, आपको करना नहीं पड़ेगा. लेकिन 21 दिन आप ये प्रैक्टिस करते रहो करते रहो. वो मुझे मेडिटेशन करने को बोलते थे बहुत ज्यादा, और मैं जिम फ्रीक, मतलब बैठ के एक जगह बैठ के मेडिटेशन करना फॉर मी यूज्ड टू बी लाइक क्वाइट अ टास्क. क्योंकि मुझे भागना दौड़ना, आई कैन रन, यू टेल मी टू रन फॉर 5 kilometers, आई जस्ट वेयर माई रनर्स एंड आई विल डू दैट. So all that I can do. I can gym, and if you tell me that today you have to train with 40 kgs of weight, I will do it. That's not a problem. But sitting that time, at that point, मैं अब बता रही हूँ आपको, 2020, 1920 की बात है ये. So he would just tell me that, can't you just sit for like 5 minutes? He said, let's start with 5 minutes. And I wouldn't be able to do even that. I was so wired and hardwired that I cannot sit silent and meditation से क्या होने वाला है. ठीक है, तो मैं नहीं करती थी. फिर उन्होंने मुझे एक बार बिठा के समझाया है दैट इफ यू डू दिस फॉर 21 days, 22nd इज गोइंग टू कॉल यू, बिकॉज तब तक आपने बहुत ज्यादा बेनिफिट्स इसके देख लिए होंगे. तो बोलते थे आप 6 दिन करो, 6 दिन में आपके एनवायरमेंट में रिजल्ट आने लग जाएगा. ये प्रैक्टिस करने का आप देखोगे, यू विल बी सो काम कंपोज्ड, और बहुत आराम से आप पॉजिटिव जोन में ही रहोगे. आप नेगेटिव जाओगे ही नहीं. अगर आपने the atma and paramatma jab milta hai, then that's meditation, no? When your conscious mind, subconscious mind meets the super consciousness. So that is when you become one with the universal force, and now you have that creative energy flowing into your life. So this is what it's talking about. हम फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. हाँ जी बेटा, start reading.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Because of your decision, you are no longer going to think the same thoughts that produce the same feelings, and vice versa. And if you falter, you have made a deal with yourself that you are going to stop and remember your intention. 2 hours go by and you feel really good about yourself. You think, wow, this is actually working. Unfortunately, your body's cells are not feeling so good. Over the year, you have trained them to demand more molecules of emotion built in this case in order to fulfill their chemical needs. You had trained your body to life as a memorized chemical continuity, but now you are interrupting that, denying its chemical need and going contrary to its subconscious programs. The body becomes addicted to guilt or any emotion in the same way that it would get addicted to drugs. At first, you only need a little, little of the emotion drug in order to feel it. Then your body becomes desensitized and your cells require more and more of it just to feel the same again. Trying to change your emotional patterns is like going through drug withdrawal. Once, once your cells are no longer getting the usual signals from the brain about feeling guilty, they begin to express concern before the body and the mind for working together to produce this state of being called guilt. Now you are no longer thinking and feeling and thinking in the same way. Your intention is to produce more positive thoughts, but the body is still all revved, revved up to produce feelings of guilt based on guilty thoughts. Think of think of this as a kind of highly highly specialized assembly line. Your brain has programmed the body to expect one part that will fit into this large assembly. All of a sudden, you have sent it another part that doesn't fit into the space where where the old guilty part once did. An alarm goes off and the whole opportunity comes to a standstill. Your cells are always spying on what is happening in the brain and the mind. Your body is the best mind reader ever. So they so they all stop what they are doing, look up toward the brain and think, what are you doing up there? You're instead on being guilty and we loyally followed your comments for years. We subconsciously memorized a program of guilt from your repetitive thoughts and feelings. We changed our res- respo- receptor sites to reflect your mind, modified our chemistry so that you could automatically feel guilty. We have man- we have managed maintained your internal chemical order, independent of any external circumstances in your life. We are so used to the same chemical order that your new state of being feels uncomfortable, unfamiliar. We want the familiar, the predictable, and what feels natural. All of a sudden, you are going to change. We can't have the
अंतिम
have that.
एक सेकेंड वेट करो अगर ये बहुत ज्यादा है तो we'll have to stop here because ये बहुत important topic है so we can't just so I think हम इतना ही पढ़ते हैं let us just decode and understand what it's saying because ये बहुत important so thank you Antim for reading for us
Thank you so much.
it was getting difficult इसका font actually बहुत छोटा है इस वजह से ना इस किताब का so thank you so much. And your
Thank you.
reading has improved so much, which is a very good thing. Keep reading English books more and more out loud. है ना?
Yes,
So do that. Thank you so much. बहुत अच्छा पढ़ा आपने. Okay.
thank you.
So now, इसमें डॉक्टर जो डिस्पेंजा पूरी इस केमिस्ट्री को समझा रहे हैं कि क्यों कंफर्ट जोन से निकलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है ना बिकॉज अगर जैसे ये इसमें बोला है कि आपकी बॉडी एकदम से रिएक्ट जैसे आपने कोई माइंड में डिसीजन बताया वहीं से हमने आज शुरू किया ना जैसे आपने माइंड में कुछ डिसीजन बनाया दैट नो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू बिहेव लाइक दिस एनी मोर बट नाउ आई विल चेंज माई थॉट पैटर्न्स एंड आपने अपने आप को बोला दैट आई विल बी वेरी डिलिजेंट विद डूइंग दिस एवरी डे whatever it is. It could be learning how to drive a car. It could be inculcating a certain habit, maybe just going for a walk every day. ओके, एवरी डे गोइंग फॉर अ गुड ब्रिस्क वॉक एंड गोइंग फॉर अ गुड वर्कआउट सेशन, आपने डिसाइड किया कि अब मैं रोज सुबह उठ के इवन इफ इट इज लाइक 30 minutes or 20 minutes, but I will do this new pattern of workouts every day. So this is a new habit that you've thought you are inculcating now. ओके, जैसे आपने वो डिसाइड किया, एक दिन तो बड़ा आज गए आप, ठीक है, आपने डिसाइड किया आज से तो मुझे करना ही है, so you went today for a good walk and then you came back very energized and very rewarded, like you rewarded yourself that, wow, bravo, you've done it and it's really nice. Now, on the second day, there will be a reaction because your subconscious mind is trained in the way of laziness. Okay, because you've been lazy all this while or not being very sincere with certain practices. तो आपके subconscious mind में वो feed किया हुआ है कि ये तो ऐਵੇਂ ही है, इससे कुछ नहीं होता, ठीक है, ये नहीं कर सकती, ये तो इसको कुछ खुशी मिलती है तो बिना घड़ी देखे ये अपने काम में अपने उसमें मगन हो जाती है और हो जाता है, and this person is not diligent with it. So then the body will start responding. ओके, एंड आपके जो बॉडी के रिसेप्टर सेल्स हैं, मतलब इसमें लिखा है ना, जो लास्ट पैराग्राफ में पढ़ा है, तो आपकी बॉडी एकदम से रिबाउंड पे जाएगी. रिबाउंड मतलब वो वापस उस जोन में जाएगी लेजीनेस की, बिकॉज वो लेजी रही है ना 10 साल तक. 10 साल तक किसी ने सुबह उठ के वर्कआउट नहीं किया है, तो बॉडी को नई आदत है वर्कआउट करने की, तो बॉडी रिबाउंड करेगी. रिसेप्टर सेल्स जो होते हैं, 100 ट्रिलियन सेल है हमारे, उसमें से ब्रेन के तो कम ही होता है ना मोस्टली बॉडी के, क्योंकि बॉडी ज्यादा होती है इन नंबर कंपेयर टू द ब्रेन सेल, ब्रेन बहुत छोटा सा होता है. सो योर बॉडी के जो सेल्स है जिनको आदत थी लेजीनेस की, उनके रिसेप्टर में लेजीनेस प्लग्ड इन था. तो अब आपको वो अनप्लग आपने किया डिटर्मिनेशन करके कि मैं तो बस आज से आई विल स्टार्ट वर्कआउट्स, माय आई विल स्टार्ट रनिंग, आई विल स्टार्ट डूइंग समथिंग और वट एवर इट इज दैट आपने कोई नई हैबिट इनकलकेट करनी है, तो आपने सोचा आपसे तो आई विल डेफिनेटली डू दिस. अब उस रिसेप्टर में तो लेजीनेस प्लग्ड इन है ना, तो उसको अनप्लग भी तो करना पड़ेगा. वो इजी नहीं होगा, उसके लिए आपको कंसिस्टेंसी विद डिटर्मिनेशन मेंटेन करना होगा, बिकॉज अगले दिन आपकी इतनी ज्यादा लेजीनेस आएगी दैट आपको उठा भी नहीं जाएगा बेड से, या फिर कोई काम आ जाएगा, बिकॉज एनवायरमेंट भी रिस्पॉन्ड बॉडी के साथ करेगा, तो वो बॉडी एनवायरमेंट आपकी सपोर्ट नहीं करेगी डिसीजन को, अगर आप वेवर करते हो, whether that थाली के बैंगन, कभी इधर लुढ़कना कभी उधर लुढ़कना. So if you're like that you're wavering, sometimes going here, sometimes swinging there, sometimes saying, okay, let me go, sometimes saying, oh God, like it's so difficult, I'd rather sleep more. फिर आप कन्विंस करने लग जाओगे ना, नींद बहुत जरूरी होती है, ऐसे करना चाहिए, नींद पूरी नहीं होती ना, ये हो जाता है. तो क्या है, you're feeding your laziness stimulus more and more and more by giving yourself excuses. Everything is an excuse, by the way. Everybody can sleep by 10 o'clock in the night. They don't. ओके, सो दिस इज मैं एग्जाम्पल के साथ समझा रही हूँ, ये किसी भी चीज के लिए हो सकता है. जस्ट कुड बी द आउटबर्स्ट रिएक्शन दैट वी हैव एवरी टाइम व्हेन समवन सेज समथिंग एंड वी रिएक्ट इन अ सर्टेन मैनर. It could be that. So if that is repetitively happening and then you decide that I have to be unfazed by it, I will not respond, I will not react, this is who I am, I love myself, my life is very worthy, I'm very, very valuable, and this is how I'm going to be. I am developing a strong character, I will forge it more and more, I will become a stronger person. नेक्स्ट डे कुछ हो जाएगा दैट आपका रिएक्शन विल बी रियली बैड, बिकॉज आपकी बॉडी सेल्फ पिटी में रही है ना इतने साल तक. अब आप सोच रहे हो दैट आई एम इन चार्ज, आई एम गोइंग टू सिट इन द ड्राइवर्स सीट. लो, अब और ज्यादा वो हो जाएगा. some situations will come that it will invite more of that opposite feeling जो आपने सोचा है. And now you will be in that loop again and again and again. So यही समझा रहे हैं कि बॉडी बोलेगी आपने इतने सालों तक तो मुझे ऐसे किया, मैंने अपने रिसेप्टर को ऐसे, ब्रेन को बोल रही है, बॉडी ब्रेन को बोल रही है. जो लास्ट पैराग्राफ हमने पढ़ा है इसमें, जो अंतिम पढ़ रहे थे, इसमें बॉडी ब्रेन को बोल रही है दैट ब्रेन तुम मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हो, मैंने तो 10 साल से मैं उठी भी नहीं हूँ सुबह, मैंने तो ऐसा किया भी नहीं है, मैंने तुम्हारी वजह से, तुम्हारे थॉट पैटर्न्स और रिपीटिशन और पैटर्न्स के कारण मैंने नए रिसेप्टर सेल्स बनाए, अब वो जिस तरह से वायर्ड है मैं उसी तरीके से सोच रही हूँ, तुम मेरी केमिस्ट्री कैसे मॉडिफाई कर सकते हो अलग तरीके से सोच के. मैं तो अपने कंफर्ट जोन में ही रहूंगी, I will not change it all. I cannot, because there are certain chemicals मैं उनके साथ comfortable हूँ. अब आप नए तरह के chemicals मेरे इसमें आ रहे हैं. अब वो नए तरह के chemicals हैं because of those new chemicals, because आपने determination किया है दूसरा. तो I'm feeling very uncomfortable and unfamiliar. But I want familiar. I like familiar. Okay, body ये बोल रही है brain को. I like familiar. I like predictable, and I like what feels natural. Why all of a sudden you want to change? Okay, then it says your last line likhiye, we can't have that. We can't have. So the body is telling the mind that we can't do something which is different. Let us be lazy. Let us get angry at every drop of a hat, because this is who we have been all our lives. We have been guilty. We have been worthless. We have been angry. We have been living in self-pity. हम रात को 12-1 बजे तक binge watch करते हैं. हम टाइम देख के सलीके से हमको रहना नहीं आता. हम उसी में रहते हैं ना. वही तो हमारे लिए फेमिलियर है, प्रेडिक्टेबल है, नेचुरल है. हम क्यों नया डिसीजन करें कि हम जल्दी सो जाएं, जल्दी उठें? हम क्यों करें? ये तो हमारे लिए बड़ा अनफेमिलियर जोन है. सो दिस इज व्हाट इज रिटन, एंड इट्स सो ब्यूटीफुली रिटन ना, दैट बॉडी माइंड को बोल रही है कि देखो मैं तो ऐसे ही रहती हूँ, मुझे ऐसे ही रहना, ये मेरा कंफर्ट जोन है, हम क्यों चेंज हो? सो बॉडी इज टेलिंग द माइंड दैट वी कांट हैव दैट, a new feeling or a new action plan. Why should we have a new action plan? Let us be lazy. You also lazy, I also lazy. We will enjoy because this is who we've been all these years. Okay, this is how it becomes very difficult to step out of the comfort zone. Okay, this is what it says here. So we'll read more about it tomorrow, that how you can actually protest against this kind of a lazy message coming in from the body. We need to protest, and mind can protest against this kind of a pattern, negative signals in the loop that we have been in all these years. We've all been. We've not really thought out of the box and had the courage to drink. इसीलिए कहते हैं ना कि छोटी छोटी चीजें अगर आप डिफरेंटली करते हो, उनके लिए आपको बहुत करेज चाहिए होता है ना? छोटी सी भी चीज अगर आप कर रहे हो, like just leaving the sugar. If you decide that from today I will not have the sugar, your body will your body will tell the mind, come on mind, why are we doing this, a new decision, why have you taken this? देखो हम इतने सालों से चीनी खा रहे हैं, कोई भी हमारे घर मिठाई आती है हम फट से 2 लड्डू उठा के खा लेते हैं. We've been eating so much of sugar, we were so happy, we have sweet tooth, no, let us continue having a sweet tooth. So what if we become fat and we are unhealthy? Doesn't matter. This is a comfort zone, this is a known zone, this is a familiar zone, this is natural to us. Let us feel good by eating that sweet or whatever it is. Like we all love eating kheer or whatever. Let us be happy doing it. No, why are we doing that? Let's not do this. Let's not make a new decision of quitting the sugar. We want sugar, no? We've always loved it. That is how it actually works. Okay, so you need to step up above this known zone and protest to go into the unfamiliar zone. And that how to do it and all that we are going to study tomorrow. So yeah, that's all we have for today.
थैंक यू मैम, आपने इतनी अच्छी तरह समझाया. मतलब मैं क्या ही बोलूं कि मतलब आप इतने अच्छे से अनकोड करते हो एक एक सेंटेंस. व्हाइल वी आर रीडिंग वी आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, बट
And then we say that I've got a sweet tooth. This is what I've heard from people. I've got a sweet tooth. Sweet tooth is nothing but your body and your mind being in that comfort zone, which has become known to us, comfortable to us, predictable to us, familiar to us. The body will say, why should we quit sweets? Yeah, this is not known to us, this new habit. It's so weird. Let's continue being in that, loving the sweets and having a sweet tooth. That's how the body cells are communicating to each other. Not in words but in electromagnetic signals. So बहुत मुश्किल होता है कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर अपने आप को निकाल के लेके आना, बट दिमाग पक्का करो और बहुत आसानी से हो जाता है. एंड डजंट मैटर इफ यू फॉल डाउन 5 times, गेट अप ऑल 5 times. नो, कोई बात नहीं, आज गलती हो गई, दोबारा कल से उठो. दैट इज हाउ इट इज लाइक.
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच.
Love this
Dipti,
even
thank
in
you,
the
ma'am.
science topic ना.
Dipti,
you so
bless,
आपने जो describe
bless
किया
my,
so
bless my.
intense.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, your
Dip,
chota baby.
yeah, he's 10 today. My daughter's son.
Oh,
For him,
10
we have come to
years.
Bali.
Happy
Yeah, 10
birthday.
years.
Oh, happy birthday, beta. What's his name?
Rian.
Acha, hi, Rian. Wish you a very happy birthday. Enjoy a lot and have a
Good morning.
beautiful life. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Thank you.
Okay.
Happy
For his birthday, we have come to
Happy birthday,
Bali,
beta.
Dipti.
For his birthday.
Yeah, just to celebrate his 10th.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Great.
And he's the
Wow.
only child of my younger daughter.
All our blessings and best wishes.
All our blessings on Ryan.
Thank you,
And
Savinder
he'll have a
Auntie. Thank
beautiful life.
you. Yes. Thank you,
उसको अब
Dipti.
तो
Thank
नींद
you
आ
so
रही
much.
है. Ryan is sleepy. Are you
Happy
sleepy, Ryan?
birthday.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
So
But
sweet.
you're almost 2 hours ahead of us. So in India, it's almost 7 o'clock. So there it must be 9-ish, right?
No, it's now
9:30.
quarter to 10. Quarter to 10.
9:30, 7:15.
नहीं,
It's 2.5
9:41, ma'am.
hours gap. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
2.5
2.5
hours
घंटे का.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
we are
all
going
right.
for.
Yeah,
Thank
go
you,
to
Dipti.
Nusa
Thank you
Penida.
so
It's
much.
yeah, it would be a beautiful
Water
experience.
sports.
Bye, Ryan.
Whatever he wants, he will get.
Yes, make it very special
Thank you.
for him that he
Yes,
forget. He
he's my
remembers, always
special
never
child.
forgets.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
See you
beta. Bye.
Thank you so
tomorrow
much,
from
Bye,
ma'am.
Delhi.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
madam.
you
Happy
so much.
birthday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.